Hello viewers, welcome to Code for Any online maintenance and service apps inside. Today we need to making here the booking service UI. We need to develop here, and first of all we need to see this UI inside the HD files. Now we need to opening here, and today we need to look like this UI. Need to develop here, but we need to not create here the map UI. We need to skip here because we need to I not decided here which plugins need to use because many plugins available Flutter Maps as well as the OBS Maps and Google Maps, but I not decide which maps need to integrate here. Later, so need to all design complete after need to integrate here the maps. Now need to today we need to creating here the this booking service app bars. Then after so need to develop this here the hygienic electronics appliance plumbing AC repairs like this horizontal category list need to develop. Then after you need to category related per hour charge and notes and to book service letters and book now buttons need to developing here. So let's start how to write down inside the letters. First of all, now need to create here the new dart files need to develop. Now need to go inside the screens and select this here the home folders. Then after need to create here the new files and to give this here the name book service screen dot dots like this creates here, and now need to create here the stateful widget and to give this here the name book service screen. And now need to import this here the material dependency and to create here the scaffold. Then after need to set here the app bars. We need to developing before the app bars. We need to configure the screens and to also use this here the all trailers need to show inside the simulators. Now you need to go inside the choice. Need to find out here the base offer sales. Need to out here the screen create message after welcome screens choice service. Now need to go inside the choice service screens and we need to search button inside. We need to call this here the context dot push extension methods need to calls because these extension methods need to first video inside the how to create these extension methods explain in details. Now not detailing show. Now need to only show this here the functions how to write down here. If you not see first video, so please first of all that this series first video see, then after need to write down these codes because need to write down here the navigators push and to give this here the context of the this, and need to set here the material. Now this you need to creating here the shortcuts for the shortcuts methods for the push. Need to this used to many place to sort the codes like this need to using here. And now need to set here the booking service screens and to like this we need to sort it. No need to every time write here the page routes. Need to only write this here the directly widgets and to go the screens like this need to shortcuts methods need to use this here. And now need to save here. Now open this here the UI and now click here the search. Need to save here and opening like this here the blank screens. Now need to go inside the book service screens and to create first of all the app bar. Need to write down here the app bars. Set here the background color. So need to set this here's background color primary like this sets and need to save and look like this here the show here. Then after evaluation, so need to not remove because need to need this here the shadow similar to our designs. Need to need here and now need to look like this here the UI show. That's why need to not set here the evaluations. Need to stay here the defaults value. Then after need to set this here the layerings and to set here the menu buttons. Now need to set here the icon buttons and on press event. Then after need to setting here the icons and we need to set icons dot. So need to write down here the not the icons. Need to use this here the image widgets, image assets, because we need to use this here the image these projects. That's why I'm forget. Sorry for that. Now need to find out here the menu icons, relative path, and to paste this here and show like this here the menu buttons. We need to showing here. Now we need to set this here the titles. Before we need to set here titles. We need to center titles. We need to set this here the false. And now we need to set here titles. We need to set this here the text, and we need to set here the data of the book, your service, and now need to set here the styles, text styles. Need to set here the color, t color, primary text, and set here the font size 20, and set here the bold font weight, like the settings here. And to save this here, look like this here the showing here this data. And then after we need to set here the action buttons of the back buttons need to develop here. Now need to write down here the action, and to set here the icon buttons you need to copy here, and to paste this here now need to set here the back icons, copy relative path, and to paste this here. And now need to context dot pop extension methods need to call this here for these back buttons, like this showing here the back buttons. And now need to developing like this here the first of all the horizontal list need to develop, and then after need to price related and notes related to booking service need to notes given this here like this UI need to drawing here. Now need to create one by ones, creates here the scaffold body. Now need to minimize this here the bars no needs now, and now need to set here minimize, and to set this here the body. And we need to create here first of all the column like here, and we need to creating here the expand, create here the space is good, not use expand now. And now first of all making here the horizontal bar, need to first of all to give this here the sized box, need to need this here the fixed height, so need to set this here the 120. And then after child's inside we need to set this here the list view builders with separators, so need to configure this here. Now first of all item builders inside and to give this here the parameter context, then after the indexed, and now need to return this here. And some previous video inside you need to drawing here the home screen. This times you need to already create like this UI, you need to use directly this widgets, common widgets need to use this here like similar to our designs. Now need to find out this here the home screens codes here, and now need this here these buttons find here, and select buttons need to like this settings here, need to copy here, and we need to paste here, and we need to create like this dynamic. First of all need to declare here some value list, because home inside we need to directly put this here's directly set, but now need to creating like here dynamic and need to advanced levels need to explaining this here's. That's why need to create here the list, and to set here the category array, get array. And now need to give this here first of all need to set this here the title, then after need to give this here the image for this icon, and need to set this here the semicolons, and one by one we need to setting here related to image. Now find out here the first of all the hygienics need to image finds inside the image folders here, copy this hygienic relative path, and to paste this here now need to set this here the titles need to write down here the hygienic, and another's need to set here's category, copy here's, and now need to Set here semicolons. Set here item counts dot length. And now need to change one by ones electronic. Then after appliance, plumbing, and last one is AC repair. Now one by ones we need to set this here. First of all, the electronics now need to copy, paste this here. Then after we need to set here the appliance. Then after we need to set here the plumbing, copy relative path and to put this here. And last one is the AC repairs. Now need to copy relative path and we have to paste here. Now we need to one more things we need to select index need to given this years integers. If you use this here the API calls and to get this list, then to use this here the map for the select indexed, we need to use this here the select item. Need to set here the optionals like here, and we need to set here the select. Need to check here the cat select items equal to need to save here the variables where object is equal to get array and index of value need to given this years, and we need to compares is set years then to set like this years. If you select this years then to objects select items equal to objects need to set years and to setting like this data here. And now we need to give this here the value as a titles as string optionals. If not get and to set here the blank. And now same as we need to pass this here the image import this here, and we need to write down here image. Now need to create here the separators, use this here the context and to set here the indexed, and now need to use this here the sized boxed and to give this here the width space need to set here the 8 is good for this UI like here. And also make sure need to give this here the scroll directions need to alignments set here the horizontals because need to this is the horizontal list. Also need to configure this here the padding const edges insert symmetric need to const edges insert symmetric. We need to set here the horizontals. We need to set this here the 20 like this configures, and also verticals need to set here the 10 like here. This is configurations for the here's horizontal list and look like this here the showing this list. And we need to set here the background colors. We need to set here color colors as we need to set here the EF EF like this set temporary dark colors. Now we need to drawing here the UI. We need to use this here the containers, and we need to set here the const value here. Also we need to configure this here the decorations box decorations. We need to set this here the colors. We need to setting here T color not T colors colors whites. We need to use this here. Then after we need to set this here the border shadow. Need to set here the box shadow not border shadow, and we need to set here the color T colors. Primary text we need to set here not primary text color 12, and we need to set this here the border radius Now needs border radius. We need to set here the offset x is equal to 0 and y is equal to minus 2. Like this configures this shadow into const value. Like this configures and look like this here the showing here UI. Now select here and show like this here similar to our designs and show this here and to increase this here the blur radius is need to set here set by like this showing our designs. Now we need to developing this here the service book the per hour charge and notes we need to give us and to create here the two buttons we need to developing here. Now after these containers need to create here the another container, create here the decorations box decorations need to set this here the color t color, secondary colors need to set here like and maybe need to set here the width box max speed and we need to set here the child and we need to create here the column and set here the cross axis alignment we need to set as a start. Now we need to creating here the row and to children's and now you need to setting this here the titles before set this here so need to set here the padding for these containers as is insert symmetric horizontals we need to set this here the 20 mostly use this here the padding is 20 otherwise 15s is the best for the mobile device. That's why I need to use this here the randomly 20 otherwise need to some project inside to use 15s like this and also verticals need to set this here the 20 like here so need to configures then after we need to set this here the text. Now we need to copy here the f bars like here and we need to paste this here. Now we need to set this here the titles for our charges and we need to set this here the color white for this font white bold not bold this is the regular font showing like this here. Now this UI maybe need this here the bold control Z save this here and showing this here again. So now need to copy here and to display here the our reds copy this text and to paste this here and to slash dollar signs need to show and to showing this here the amounts 20 and to set this here the color t color primary colors need to show and we need to set like this bold and font value and fix this here the error warnings and look like this here the showing here is 20 and now need to create here the another row copy here and to paste this here to write down here the notes and space and now need to set here font size 14 and to change this here the color t color need to remove this here const value t color primary set here and then after need to showing this here the notes parts price is additionals like this sets here only labor charge like this need to set here colors white and we need to remove this here the bold no needs and font size 14 like this configures also remove here the bold and set cost value look like this here the showing this UI and to give this here the some space height space need to set here the 8 is good cost value now need to save here and then after need to develop this here the text we need to UI need to develop. Give this here the some space. Now we need to creating here the containers. Create here the decorations. Need to set here the box decorations. Need to set here the colors. Color colors white, and we need to set here the border radius circulars. Set here the 10, and like these settings here. Now need to create here the child. Need to set here the text field. Need to set here the decorations, input decorations. Set here the enable border. We need to set here input border none. Same as need to set here the focus border, and we need to input border none, like this configures. Then after, so need to set this here the hint text. We need to set here the hint text. We need to set here the titles. Enter job description. Job description for the service. And then after, so need to hint textiles. We need to set here. So need to copy any textiles. Paste this here. So now need to change this here the T placeholder colors. What is look like this here the showing here, and also need to set here the padding, and need to give this here the maximum lines. We need to set this here the 10, and minimum so need to set here 5, and also need to set here the padding const edges inset symmetric horizontals. Need to give this here the 15s, and also need to set here verticals 8, like this configures. Need to set here the 3 is good for this UI, and also increase this here border radius 15. Similar to our designs, we need to showing this here, and then after another textiles, we need to set this here these styles. Paste this here. We need to set here the primary text, and to font size we need to set here 17, and so like this here. And now need to use this here the some height space. We need to set here size boxed. Use this here the heights. We need to configure this here the 15s, and to set this here the const value. Then after, we need to create here the row, create here the children's, and to create here the expand, and to write down here the rounded buttons, and to set here the titles need to service later. These buttons UI need to develop inside the first UI. Need to creating here the this custom widgets. If you not see this here the video, please see here the first video, and then after need to use this here round buttons. And now set here click events, and also need to write down here the types, and we need to set this here the lines, and we need to give this here the lines color. We need to set here color whites, like this. We need to configures, and to here, and look like this here the showing this here the service, and also another's need to copy this here, paste here, and to between to give this here the width space. Set here the 15s const here. Now we need to set this here the book service, like titles need to set here. Remove here types, we need to use this here the primary types, and line colors no needs, and to clear and look like this too similar to our designs. Increase this here the heights 20, and also we need to increase this here 15 is good. Similar to our designs UI are the done. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care. And to make this here some space, we need to remove your unused space. Now we need to go scroll up, scroll ups. Need to 110, 100 is good. No, it's like this similar to show